For video two, I would like to start talking about how one of the major concepts that we learned for the past few weeks would be the Hawthorne effect, and how Elton Mayo was one of the ones who implemented the Hawthorne effect by um, observing factory workers over an extended period of time, and it was it's one of the classical approaches to human relations. And Elton Mayo basically wanted to see if physical work environments would impact productivity. However, he found out that there was actually no effect on productivity, but rather, if people are being watched while they're working, it changes their productivity rate and ultimately makes them be more improved. And this is seen a lot in many work environments, especially in certain employees, and it drastically changes their attentiveness and their recognition of their hard work. And one of the other uh, theories that are very popular within um, organizational institutions would be the McGregor's theory of X and Y and the different types of leaderships within work management. And theory X is more of a pessimistic view of their work, and it's more of people or workers are just naturally unmotivated, and it suggests that using rewards or punishment is necessary in for workers to complete their obligations. Rather, theory Y is more of a optimistic approach and has more of a positive opinion on other workers, and it includes collaboration and trust within employees and management. And this specific style is focused more on self motivation and creating meaningful relationships. But also, people themselves, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is where a lot of people tend to fall within, is how humans are more motivated by basic needs first, and their basic five needs are obviously food, shelter, water, family, and love, and then eventually they would reach up to the highest point, which is self-actualization. And this is very emphasized in also the workspace, which is in social interactions and attentiveness in the workspace. So, for example, if an employee is just working paycheck by paycheck every month just to make ends meet, they're more focusing on feeding their families and themselves, and um, paying for their needs and they would just go to work more for just getting the money rather than that self fulfillment or attentiveness to do a good day's work or just to work harder and build up their work ethic, because they're mostly focused on providing for their families or for themselves. And a lot of a lot of females um a lot of a lot of females, especially single moms or those who are in a lower class, tend to get stressed out very easily and focus more on tending to basic needs, and this could cause a lot of mental health issues. And women are, and one of the most well-known mental health issues today is clinical depression, which is a mood disorder that is characterized of having extended periods of feelings of sadness, emptiness, or unable to feel any joy or experience little activity within their daily life. And today, mostly women are one of the statistically, women have higher percentages of um, clinical depression, and this can be due to a lot of societal factors. For example, um, a lot of young females will feel the need to be accepted by their peers and hoping to create a positive image for themselves and the need for acceptance. And many women face hormonal changes that can cause these situations and affects emotions and different mood swings. And specifically in the work field, in the workforce, women are faced with um, needing to be the homemaker or dependent or caring for the family while also trying to um, provide for the family and be independent in today's society. And um, there's a lot of there's a lot of debate about being able to uphold traditional expectations while also trying to be a mother at home and also working a full-time job. And especially with females, they basically have two full-time jobs every single day, and juggling both is very overwhelming and stressful. And I personally was surprised by the statistical differences between males and females with clinical depression. And I believe that it really should be more vocalized, especially for females during their the stressful times in their lives. And a lot of research on this um, is specifically a lot of theories and research could be confusing, especially if you don't know the difference between a theory and opinion and the different type of research methods. So a theory is a hypothesis that can be tested and evaluated, while an opinion is just a personal belief. And there are three different types of um, research methods that help support theories. The first one is qualitative method, which is data that is collected and that is non-numerical and is gathered by already analyzed data. And the next one is quantitative methods, which is specifically measurements and actual data and through like surveys or questionnaires or anything. And then the last is a mixed method, which is a combination of both. So it allows researchers to have the numbers associated with the topics, or for the hypothesis being tested. And the experiment also recognizes the different observations being made for the experiment. And that's one of the main advantages of mixed method.